What's going on, guys? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. Obviously, as the title says, we're going to be discussing today. So, season 3 ended probably like a week or two ago. I'm late on this, mainly I've been backed up and busy with like schoolwork and like editing other stuff. But it ended not too long ago, like a week or two ago. And let me tell you something. Ended pretty strong. The conquest fight, it was extremely good. I'm a huge fan. The show was amazing on that aspect. The animation was dog shit. I'm be real. Season 3 animation lacked so hard. It was actually like so disappointing, in my opinion, because they could have popped off. Like, they make so much money on the show. They could have genuinely have like, done something good there. So I'm gonna try and make this as like spoiler free as possible, but I don't know who I'm kidding. There's probably gonna be a bunch of spoilers. So this is like your warning now to like hop off if you don't want to get spoiled and you want to watch it on your own accord. But there's a lot of things that happened this season on it. There was the Invincible War. Mark's mom moved on. Debbie, she got with Paul. Oliver is grown up hella fast. He's a tank now. He came in there and he was just womboing, boom, boom, hitting. He hit Conquest with that kick in the final there, the finale of the season. Yeah, no, the War was insane. I was disappointed on that though because they didn't get rights to certain characters that were in the books. Because I read the entire book and they were supposed to be like Spawn was supposed to be in it, and that's like the same reason why we didn't see Spider-Man in season 2 when he first went through with Armstrong Levy. I'm pretty sure that's I do recall his name. Right, but overall, though, it was fairly strong. The writing, season 3, as well as season 2 and 1, it was just the animation lacked, right? Like, so bad. Like, the Conquest fight was meant to be so much better. Same with the War. It was just, I thought that they sped up the War so they could put the money into the animation for the fight of Conquest. And that just wasn't true. Right, that being said, it's just such a good show. Like, it is so good. I would recommend to everyone that you guys watch it. Season 1 is there. So start with season 1, obviously. Go through it. It's insanely good. But we're going to have to tackle a few things that I just didn't like. Because I read the book, and I know that they're rewriting the entire show. Like, differently than the actual book. Simply because, like, they can. You know what I mean? They got the main dude, and he's doing that. So one of the main things that really ticked me off watching this entire show and this entire season is the decline of this animation. I cannot stress this enough. Like, there's these people that are coping so hard, going to tell you that the animation, oh, it's still good, this and this. And they're going to hype up the animation. Like, they've been hyping up the animation of the hair and Conquest's fight, like Mark's hair specifically, and that's just complete dog shit, dude. No, the animation's not good. I don't care what anyone tells you. It is like, it's clearly bad. Like, there's like a clear decline. You can see it throughout the seasons, and like people are trying to pretend like it's not there. And I'm honestly not for that. All right. Now, another thing that I don't like is how quick the season was and how little they actually covered, because they have like a decent amount to do, and they could have covered so much more. They really could have. They ended, in my opinion, at a good spot. They did, at least it wasn't a cliffhanger, right? But they could have definitely have covered so much more throughout the season, especially since the animation was dog shit. It's not like they compensated more story for less animation, like less quality of an animation. So they definitely could have gave us something in compensation, in my opinion. Right, that being said, though, what I did like was the fights. The fights were so good in the War against Armstrong Levy. I love seeing Oliver fight. Adam Eve finally got to pop off there a little bit against Conquest before she got torched. The Conquest fight was still good despite the lack in animation, but we're going to break every single one of those down now. So let's start with all the way back to the beginning. Okay, so in this War, it was so clean, all right? I loved all the stuff that they did with the Invincible War. So many meme formats actually came out from that single video. I'll probably include some here because these memes are genuinely so good.
Daddy, I would even keep you as a slave in my empire. Daddy, I would even keep you as a slave in my empire.
But besides that, I loved seeing all the different versions of, and like the Omni-Man version, the no goggles, the weird masked one, the Sinister Mark, right? And we're going to see those again if you guys didn't know. We're definitely going to be seeing all those Sinister Marks and all them stuffs again. So I'm excited to see that. And the Mohawk Mark, right? His story is insane. Like, I really recommend you guys read the book and the comic, I guess it's pronounced on the book for this. But it is so good. Just like the show. And so since they're rewriting it, you know, you still can read it even though they're rewriting it. But the Invincible was... I wish, though, that they would have showed Spawn, because Spawn was supposed to be in it, but they obviously didn't get the rights to animate him or use him. It was like the same thing for when they showed the universes the first time. I think it was in season 2. They didn't have the rights to Spider-Man or anything else they were supposed to show. So that was kind of a bummer, right? That would have been so hyped to see all those actual superheroes that would have been in there, right? But that being said, let's go to Oliver, dude. Oliver is probably the GOAT, the MVP of the season. Okay, he comes in so many times to save Mark's ass when he's, like, in my opinion, being like a little bitch, okay? Like, he could have definitely started fucking shit up, right? But Oliver comes in every time, clutching up, saving the day, even though, like, in the end, it costs Oliver every time. Like, he gets extremely injured, right? He can save Mark so many times. He comes in and saves him. He saves him in the Conquest fight, like, about 3 different times. And he puts in work, even though Conquest ends up, like, almost tearing him in half, right? He does put in that work, right? I'll, like, throw in those clips right now showing him putting in work, because he's genuinely saucing up. Like, brother of the year, dude. He was standing on business to do anything in his power to keep Mark alive and, like, jump Conquest, which, in my opinion, bro, you cannot. That shit is so clean. It is so admirable. They did do good on that part of the animation. I think that's where all the budget went, right there on seeing Oliver fly in and join. Right, sorry, dude, my mustache is so itchy. I just shaved, right? So, like, it is, like, so itchy. Like, I didn't shave, but I trimmed it down. Just so itchy. But fucking, yeah. So let's just go straight into the Conquest fight and Adam Eve, right? So during the same time, Adam Eve does pull up fresh out of the hospital, dude. Like, no time at all to recover. She pulls up to stand on business, starts fighting Conquest. She's changing molecules, changing, like, air pressures and stuff, the density, like, some actual, like, science, chemistry stuff going on here, right? And she gets bodied. I'm not gonna even cap. She gets absolutely torched, but not before actually coming back, like, resurrecting herself and doing some damage to Conquest. Like, lights his entire body on fire, burns him in degree burns, right? And then passes out naked, you know what I mean? What more can you ask for? W girl. W woman, you know what I mean? She showed up to kick some ass, got her ass kicked, still helped you at the end, right? So Mark ends up breaking both his arms. It's, like, so brutal, dude. And then just head bashes him, like, 40 times till Conquest is there on the ground and they pass out, right? So, like, that was definitely one of the highlights of the entire season, in my opinion, right? But it was just so good, especially the part where Mark, like, gets up the one time and just straight, like, uppercuts him and launches. He just, boom, just straight launches him. It's actually insane, dude. Like, I'll just have to show the clip because it's just so good. Now, that being said, though, about the fight and, like, how much I did enjoy it, there was a lot of times in the season that they were just using, like, still images, and it was like a, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like they were zooming in, or like when they were flying, all they were doing is taking, like, a stock PNG image and, like, he was just getting closer to the screen. Like literally, like, my finger like this. Like, that's all they was doing. Like, he wasn't actually flying. Like, and no one noticed. Or during Rex Explode's funeral, they literally just had, like, just PNG stock images of everyone just standing there. No emotion or nothing. It was actually so disappointing compared to what it looks like in the book, right? But shout out Rex Explode. I'm going to have to give him 5 booms. Boom! 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 Because of his sacrifice to the squad. But that being said, I kind of hated that Immortal and Duplicate got their happy ending and Rexplode didn't, because I think that they're like the biggest dicks in the entire show. They're like so mean to everyone else and like so entitled to everything for no reason, in my opinion. But yeah, they did not deserve their happy ending. Maybe I'm just being a hater, right? But I personally don't think that they deserved that ending. But not to cut it short, but this is like a pretty short video. It's just my review of it. But overall, season 3, it would have for me been a 9 out of 10, right? But the animation was just so dog shit, so I'm gonna have to honestly give it a good 7.5 out of 10. But still a decent watch. I recommend to everyone to watch it. Season 2 and season 1 were way better. Series overall, still 8.5 out of 10. Just, I need that new season. I need it. I want the new in now. I want it now. I need that new. What are you still doing here, man? Video's over. Go watch something else. There's nothing more. Come on.